I think there are three things the United States EOC can bring and has brought to the EOC globally. One of those is creativity. We are a culture of creativity. We're not afraid to think outside the box, to think of new ways of doing things. And there's a certain amount of what I would call American ingenuity that is respected, but is also practiced in entrepreneurship. So that's one thing. There's a spirit of generosity, I think, in North America that is also there. Over the years, I think we've contributed a lot to the world's economy, to supporting aid in other countries. And so this idea of the EOC of business owners that I've seen in the States have been very generous. They've tried to share what they've had. And I think it's made that kind of difference that when we say we're going to try to do something, we tend to try to do that. So I think that's another piece of that. And I think the third thing is, the United States is a melting pot. It has people from all over, multi-cultures, all blending together. So I think there is an openness to diversity in thought and in practice, and that we're not so closed in on, if in this case, the religious viewpoint necessarily, and also on just different parts of the country being different. We're allowed to be different. We're allowed to express that. And so the creativity mixes with the appreciation that not everybody has to do it the same way. And I'll say this, in a socialistic kind of way perhaps, that if you're going to be this part of this EOC, this is the way we do it. Americans don't like that. And I can tell you in my own experience, in a number of times early on, we donated money, profits, et cetera. Then at one point I said, you know what? I think there are other ways we can do this. Here's a creative way of starting an internship program, or another creative way of starting companies locally. And so I think those three kind of things, I think America, if we make a contribution, I think we hope we continue to make that contribution. And not, one thing I would say, we have to watch it, is we have to absolutely watch American humility, because we're so used to competing, right? Even myself, I find, we make a donation and they make a report. It's like, hey, are we in the top 10? How are we doing? We're always comparing ourselves to that. So we have to watch a little bit of that American know-it-allism and respect for other cultures. So that's three things and then one thing to watch.